hello everybody and welcome back to the Pokemon Showdown Scoreboard. On the last episode we lost a valuable team member, not really. And in this episode we're going to have a new one, Kit Kat the Purloin, which has a Citrus Berry and Unburden. I wanted to give it Prankster, but Prankster has a hidden ability which as of right now in Sword and Shield is unreleased, so he can't use it. So that's why it has a Citrus Berry and not something like an Eviolite. And it has Anchor, U-Turn, Thunder Wave, which is actually, that is a leftover thing from it having Prankster. So that's not going to be too useful. Same with Anchor, really. And then Sucker Punch. It's probably not going to be like that useful, but let's just try to get right into the first game of the video and we'll see how useful it actually ends up being. And holy shit, that's loud. We have a Corviknight, a Excadrill, a Hydreigon, a Mimikyu, fucking hate those, a Rillaboom, and a Gyarados. I had to look at Rillaboom's name real quickly. I don't know. I'm not going to start with Anakin because of the Excadrill. Just setting up rocks in general might not be a great idea here. I'm going to start with Flick. Probably shouldn't have started with Flick. Probably should not have started with Flick. Can I take a hit, you think? I think I can. Are you going to start up rocks? You know what? And you have a Satch, but I have Aqua Jet, so fuck you. Your Excadrill is done for. You're dead. Okay, and that's a critical hit as well. The most unnecessary critical hits in the history. That's not true. Every critical hit I get is fucking unnecessary. I rarely get useful critical hits. Okay, now you have Gyarados, which I'm not going to stay in for. But you also can't... Do I still... I have nothing with Rapid Spin. I need to remember to put Rapid Spin on something next episode. Let's go into Hermes. It's going to get a lot of damage from the rocks, but I want to set up my own rocks if possible. You're going to set up on me. I don't like that. Still going to go for the rocks, because you're going to go for another Dragon Dance, which might prove you didn't go for another Dragon Dance. And you have Moxie. Are you going to heal me by accident? Because that would be fantastic. You probably have something like Power Whip. Didn't expect Power Whip, but you probably have something like Trash, I wanted to say, which would have been fine as well. Yeah, this is a very not good for me, if you hadn't noticed yet. I guess Excalibur is the only thing I've got at this point. We can try to King Shield to lower his attack once. Waterfall, okay, so at least you're back to double attack. This isn't going to kill you, is the issue, right? And it's definitely going to kill me. Oh, that doesn't even come close to killing you. Okay, so I just got swept. There's nothing I can do here. I was gonna say unless my defense stat here really comes in, but it's gonna be stab and super effective waterfall at 2.5 times power. That's just not gonna happen. I could have done something interesting there with U-Turn or Encore and then go into Slytherin, but I wouldn't have had Spat anyway, so... I don't know. Nothing really I can do here. This is a short game. This is a very, very short game indeed. Because you're going to one-shot me, yeah. And there are 3 times attack, yeah. There's nothing I can do here. So I'm just going to say GG to this dude, and then we're going to, I don't know, we can Sucker Punch you for 29% damage. I think Kit Kat didn't even lose any points. I think that might have been the most damage we've done to you so far, and that is including Aegislash, which is a little bit sad. First impression, I guess, I mean... We're not going to win. Don't get me wrong, we're not going to win, but I'm very surprised that we even got to take out the Gyarados at all. And I can Leech Life you. I mean, I'm not going to outspeed, and you're probably going to... You know what, I don't even really care that much that you got rid of my Insect Plate. But why wouldn't you just, like, use the Grass type move there? Exactly, that was... Does that count as a point? I'm gonna count that as a point. Definitely gonna count that as a point. This is where I died out, because I can't do nothing. I don't know. I mean, I was gonna die anyway, because it even had priority. That didn't go as badly as I thought it would, honestly. I think that went way better than I thought it would the moment I saw the Gyarados starting to set up, because there's nothing I could have done about it. But somehow I killed it. The only way I could have done better, obviously, is if I'd done the thing that killed the Gyarados much earlier. Which would have saved a couple of Pokemon, which means that I might have been able to take out a Mimikyu as well, but I don't know. On to game number 2. We have a Obstagoon, a Dracofish, a Dragapult, a Grimmsnarl, a Ditto, of course, and a Surfetch. I haven't seen a Surfetch yet. All the other Pokemon, Obstagoon I haven't seen either yet. Not a Showdown, anyway. So we have a really balanced team, I'd say, all things considered. So let's start with Anakin. Just because, why not? Okay, so you start with your Surfetch, which is a fighting type. I think I can just take you, right? I mean, I'm not super effective against you whatsoever, don't get me wrong, but you get first impression? Surfetch gets... What? Why? Is my only... Why? You're not a flying type. That annoys me a little bit. I guess I go for Earth Power. I probably should put some EVs into special attack. Because Earth Power is the only thing I already have. But I'm not really an offensive Pokemon as it is, right? So I don't know. Let's see. It's probably gonna, yeah, fish. What is it? Fishious Rend? I can't even pronounce it. It's a weird move. Water Dragon. What am I gonna do against a Water Dragon? Probably Slytherin. Slytherin again, very good Pokemon. I've complained about this on my Discord server, which you definitely should join. Link below in the description. We hang out, we do giveaways. I've talked about this a lot already. Slytherin's probably the MVP of my team right now, and I don't understand why it's UU. It's UU. It's doing more than Aegislash on my team on average. Why the fuck is it UU? Okay, so now the question becomes, do I outspeed you? And the answer to that is probably because, again, yeah, because I am amazing. Kind of asked for that one, didn't I? Kind of asked for that one. But hey, if you can Sucker Punch, I can Sucker Punch. I probably... If you have Sucker Punch, I doubt you'll run speed investment, right? Because you probably have Prankster. You probably have Prankster. Didn't think you'd live that. I mean, if we're going to both Sucker Punch, apparently... You're not going to Sucker Punch again. You're not going to Sucker Punch again. I'm going to U-turn. Probably should have U-turned anyway. Okay, now you're going to Sucker Punch again. I didn't think you would, but now I am at double speed. But I am forced to switch out. Okay, that wasn't my smartest idea. I'm gonna be honest. But I'm gonna be at double speed for whatever. Really, Sucker Punch and Burden don't mix that well together, do they? I didn't think about that. But at least, hey, Kit Kat took out a Pokemon, which is way more than I expected to happen. Oh, I already set up rocks. Well, guess I'm setting up spikes now. And Hermes got a point for... Hermes... I should mention, by the way, this episode, we have 3 potential Hall of Fame members. I didn't start with that. I probably should have started with that. Slytherin, Excalibur, and somehow Hermes are on the way to the Hall of Fame. And now Hermes is definitely going to enter the Hall of Fame because you dodged 2 Fire Blasts. Okay, so I managed to set up all 3 layers of spikes. And I'm just gonna die, which is totally fine. Unless, I was gonna say, unless you miss another fire blast. Are you choice packs? You might be. You might just be. In which case, it wasn't a real good idea to go into the thing that's weak to fire. But you missed Fire Blast again! Okay! You know what? You got very unlucky there. Missing, I think, like 4 out of 5 Fire Blasts there. That's gotta hurt. So you're definitely a Scarf. And you're gonna be an issue, because my moveset is a bitch to deal with. We're both gonna King Shield. Okay. In which case you can't be a Scarf. Because if you're a choice Scarf, you're now locked into King Shield, which is useless. So we're at a speed tie. So I kill you. Okay. Isn't the whole idea for an imposter Ditto to have a choice Scarf so that it gets to go first against whatever comes out? Like, that's the whole idea of it. Yeah, there's no way I'm outspeeding you, so I'm gonna King Shield. Obstruct, is that just... What is special about Obstruct? Is it just another... Oh, you have a Flame Orb. Is that just another version of Protect? My god, that does a lot of damage! Do you even get Guts? Yeah, you do. I didn't even know that. Okay, apparently Obstagoon gets Guts now. With now, I mean, obviously it didn't exist before. The combination of Spikes and Stealth Rocks are doing a real good thing here. I can probably just Shadow Sneak you now. Yeah. And now we have Surfetched, which is going to be a bit of an issue to deal with. But not after that much damage. Let's try to King Shield, just because you're probably going to try to attack me anyway, right? A knockoff would still kill me. And you're still going to probably outspeed me, right? It's a real good chance of that. So let's Shadow Sneak just to do a little bit of damage. And then we die, that's fine. We can go into Flick. And we can First Impression, and that probably kills. Yeah, okay, so we won the second game. That was a really good game. Let's move on to game number 3. We have a Pikachu, a Dragapult, everybody in a mom has a Dragapult, a Toxtricity, a Braviary, a Cinderace, and a Orbeetle. I just realized that I'm winning like quite a lot of these battles for the team I have. It must be very humiliating to be beaten by a team like this, because I've got 3 LITTLECUP Pokemon still. 2 UU Pokemon and only 1 OU Pokemon. Talking about which, I'm going to start off with Anakin again, because that's just a very good, like, solid lead and can take hits, set up rocks, and that's probably the reason that Hermes... That is the reason that Hermes is going to get into the Hall of Fame. Is rocks, right? Now that Anakin is on the team, there's a little less reason to use Hermes, but Hermes just got so many dodges on that Fire Blast that it's going to survive this episode no matter what. So you probably... That's laughable! That's also laughable. That's... And you have the fight... Oh, no. Okay, at least your speed is lowered. Which is good, I guess. But that's... It's very not good for me, because that's going to kill Anakin. That's Anakin gone. Sorry. Anakin might not survive this episode. Then again, it might actually be... I don't know who's... It could be Slytherin. Slytherin could die on his last episode. That would suck. Because he's been such a good boy so far. I had speed with Slytherin. Let's not do Slytherin quite yet. Actually, yeah, let's go into Slytherin, just because I have nothing else to do with this Braviary. Let's see, what is the thing? Probably should just go for Thunderball. You've got 2 Pokemon that resist it. 3 Pokemon that resist it. So let's go for... Let's go for Thunderball. Should have known that. Should have known that. And you have Lightning Rod. I was so close to going for either Hyper Voice or Surf. So fucking close. Let's see what we can do. Set up like a layer of spikes. Potentially 2 layers of spikes, depending on what happens here. You don't have anything with Rapid Spin or Defog, do you? Okay, Iron Tail gets rid of Hermes. At least I've got 1 layer of spikes up. Now it's the perfect time to go back into Slytherin and say, fuck you, Pikachu. Wait a second, does Pikachu make like the Pikachu sound? Did I hear that correctly? I think I heard that. Fucking Dracopult. Let's go into Kit Kat. Somehow I lived that, and now I outspeed. Which doesn't matter because I'm going to Sucker Punch anyway. Probably should have gone for something like Dark Pulse and the special build. You survived that, you son of a bitch! Anyway, I can now Shadow Sneak you, no problem whatsoever. And I don't know how to deal with the rest of your team. I mean, I still have Slytherin, which again, gonna be good. But now that Slytherin's actually taken out a Pokemon, I don't know who's getting eliminated. I have no idea. Everybody's been doing well in this episode, and that is worrying, to say the least. You don't strike me as a special attacker, based on your design. I don't know what I'm going to do here, by the way. I think I'm just going to try to close combat and see what happens. Is there anything that I desperately need Excalibur for after this? You? No. You? Kind of, actually. You? No, really. Do I have anything else for Cinderace? I do have Flick. With Aqua Jet. Actually, let's go into Flick. I probably don't outspeed. I definitely don't outspeed. But seeing how much that Pyro Ball did, I think I can live whatever you throw at me. Because that is your signature move, right? So that's probably fairly powerful. Special defense load. Emergency exit. I didn't think about emergency exit. Fuck! Let's go into Slytherin. But I don't think anything on your team at this point resists Surf. I definitely outspeed you, even if it's just by a little bit. How? 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 370. Oh. 370. For some reason I thought I was at 384 rather than 348. That is my mistake. That might be the end for Slytherin. That might have actually like killed Slytherin, which means that we only have 2 Hall of Fame members this episode, which is interesting to say the least. Because really, out of all the things, I did not expect. Oh, you were thinking I was going to go for an emergency exit. I wasn't. I really wasn't. Okay, so Flick is now just collecting points. Maybe Anakin is getting eliminated. Maybe Hermes? I mean, Kit Kat got a kill, but didn't really do much else and did die in every battle. I honestly don't know. I'm fairly sure, I mean, after this, Flick is not getting eliminated. I'm fairly sure that Excalibur probably isn't getting eliminated either because Excalibur. But beyond that, I have no fucking clue. You're definitely going to outspeed and you're definitely going to kill me. So let's just Aqua Jet and do a little bit of damage there. And then we have only 1 Pokemon left in Excalibur. And Once more, you're going to outspeed. Let's close combat first, because I think I can live a move in shield mode. Even a critical hit I can live, apparently. That might be an issue against the Cinderace. That was resisted. I think a Shadow Sneak will kill now. Yeah, okay, so Cinderace is going to be potentially an issue. It's a close game either way. The entry hazards are going to, like, push that in my favor, though. I keep forgetting that anytime anything comes out, it gets, like, 30% damage. He already left. Okay, so let's go count up the points. This is a interesting episode, to say the least. I'm very worried. Very, very worried indeed. This is an interesting episode because we have to generate 4 new Pokemon, because we've got 3 Hall of Fame members, which is partly because I only have a episode limit of 5 instead of 10, which means that there's less time for Pokemon to potentially get eliminated, and partially because we've just been getting really bad luck with the new Pokemon. We've been getting almost only LITTLECUP Pokemon. So everything we generated at the start, which was actually good, is still remaining up until now. So that's going to get refreshed. And Slytherin almost got eliminated here. If it wasn't for the combination of Slytherin having a point from last episode, because it was the point leader last episode, and getting knocked out with a critical hit in that last battle, that combination saved it from being tied for lowest points and getting eliminated. Instead, we're still going to get rid of it from the team, but it's going to get into the Hall of Fame. So let's generate 4 new Pokemon, starting with a Rhydon. That could be interesting. Next up is a... We've been seeing a lot of Toxtricity. I think I know what's going to get eliminated next episode already, because Toxel. 3rd Pokemon, Drifloon. I mean, we're getting a replacement for the Ghost type we're losing, but it's still very like LITTLECUP based here. And the last Pokemon that's going to join our team next episode is going to be an Onix. Honestly, I'm kind of 50-50 on this. Rhydon and Onix, type overlap, yes, but they are both not horrible Pokemon. Then we also have Drifloon and Toxel, which are both fairly useless. So, until the next episode, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you have enjoyed this video. We've got half the Hall of Fame filled now, and we've got a new batch of Pokemon, so next episode is going to be exciting. We also have a couple of Pokemon that are going to get closer and closer to the Hall of Fame as we go on. Like Flick did wonderful things this episode, and might be the new star of our team, depending on how Onix and Rhydon do, obviously. I'll see you all back next time. Bye.